At Dr. Doctor, our vision is to rebalance supply and demand in healthcare. We do that by providing the world's leading patient engagement platform, because we believe that digital, particularly smartphones, are powering the next industrial revolution. The future is data-driven, personalised healthcare delivered to you when you need it. Even before we consider COVID-19, people are living longer and have increasingly complex needs. In today's healthcare market, it is not feasible to just run more clinics. It is not feasible to simply build more hospitals. We need a radically different approach. And we hold in our hands the solution to this problem. In the future, we will not travel to outpatients for routine care. Care will be available to us when we need it, in the comfort of our own home through our smartphone. At Dr. Doctor, we're powering this change and transitioning care from place-based to need-based. Working with the NHS from the inside out, we have gently disrupted the system, as evidenced by 7 million patients who have engaged with our platform so far over 27 acute hospitals. So in 5 years' time, every hospital in the Western world will be using a patient engagement platform like ours. Dr. Doctor will be the eminent platform in the NHS, and we will be facilitating millions of patients' appointments in the NHS every week. We'll have deployed our recently developed AI clinical risk scoring algorithms to keep people out of hospital and prevent rather than just treat. We will have seen the effect of COVID as a forcing function. We will be living in a very different world, one where the majority of routine healthcare doesn't happen in hospitals, but instead is delivered remotely when you need it. Most importantly, we will have ushered in an age of more personalised healthcare, giving everybody the opportunity that they deserve to live full and healthy lives.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my 3-minute pitch. My name is Morten, and I am the CEO and co-founder of exceedhealth, which is a company specializing in male reproductive health. Now, this is an area of healthcare that's been chronically underserved and highly stigmatized for decades, despite male-related factors contributing up to 40% of all infertility, which is something that affects up to 1 in 6 couples currently. Now, the idea on which we built the company came from my co-founder, who is a PhD researcher in epigenetics and reproduction, who himself was sitting in a lab doing manual cell counting when he basically thought to himself, one, why can't we automate this? And two, if we can automate it, why not make use of this amazing computing power we all have in our pockets these days? So now, 4 years later, we've developed a complete platform for men to accurately test and then actively improve their fertility from the comfort of their home with a smartphone and a small device like this. This is now a CE certified medical device with sales across Europe, though we're mainly focused on the UK as a major market. And we're currently also running clinical trials with leading institutions across Europe to build the necessary credibility around this great technology that we're deploying. And we're basically doing this because our own user data on early diagnostics and intervention effectiveness is great. So as an example, in one of the cohorts of more than 100 men going through our lifestyle intervention, what we saw was 50% of those initially classified in the low category were able to move themselves into a moderate category over a 3+ month period, leading to an up to 12% higher likelihood of reaching pregnancy per ovulation cycle with a partner. So how our company is disrupting the market is by having already built a highly scalable cloud-based solution, a cloud-based technology platform with rapidly improving algorithms due to exhaustive data collection, predictive machine learning, and other tools allowing for the merging of these exciting technologies. So we're basically making available a clinical grade male fertility test from the privacy and comfort of the home, and then providing AI-based personalized guidance or lifestyle intervention for the user. And I think the best part of what we're doing is that rather than positioning ourselves as a competitor to the clinic or medical specialists, our platform and approach are entirely complementary. to the work that they're already doing. So the result of this is that we've already landed partnerships with some of the largest clinics in UK and Europe, alongside our direct to consumer arm. In 5 years' time, I see our technology having a global footprint, both allowing patient empowerment via at-home testing and at-point or point-of-care diagnostics, but also in assisting clinicians who may not have access to good in-lab technology and patient management tools. So basically, what this will do is that it will allow everybody to include the male part in fertility treatments, allowing for vastly improved patient outcomes at an individual level and at national levels. And we're very ambitious in our partnership approach, in teaming up with leading healthcare providers to basically own the male fertility space with our technology. So thank you for listening.
Parkinson's disease is one of the fastest growing neurological disorders in the world. Already, there are over 10 million people with Parkinson's disease around the world, and that number is projected to more than double by the year 2030. And our current understanding of Parkinson's disease really only represents the tip of the iceberg of disease progression. By the time we detect and diagnose Parkinson's disease using existing methods, already up to 60% of dopamine neuronal markers can be depleted, which is up to 20 years after the disease onset began. And lack of objective, validated early biomarkers prevents the opportunity for early intervention and prevention. Indeed, if we are to develop early intervention and prevention strategies, and ultimately the development of disease-modifying novel therapeutics, we urgently need a set of objective, validated early warning signs and detection systems. Hi, my name's Erin Smith, and I'm the founder of FacePrint. A few years ago, I was watching a video by the Michael J. Fox Foundation when I noticed that whenever Michael J. Fox or another Parkinson's patient would laugh or smile with one another, it came off as emotionally distant, even really early on in disease progression. As I talked with caretakers and clinicians, they reported similar observations in their loved ones, really early on in disease progression and actually before the onset of traditional motor symptoms and subsequent diagnosis. As I read through and searched past medical papers, I found that the parts of the brain that experience some of the earliest changes in Parkinson's disease are the same parts involved for the formation of facial expressions. I became captivated by this idea of using facial expressions to monitor changes in the brain, such as Parkinson's disease, leading me to develop FacePrint. FacePrint is an early detection and monitoring system for Parkinson's disease and commonly misidentified neurological disorders using video technology and facial expression impairments. FacePrint has been developed and modified through 2 initial pilot studies and is currently going through clinical trials with Stanford Medical School and the Michael J. Fox Foundation. FacePrint can be used as a remote telemedicine detection and monitoring system, and can also help close the loop and close the time between when patients are at home and in clinic, and provide more comprehensive understanding of disease progression and daily fluctuation of symptoms. We also hope to help use FacePrint as a way to ultimately develop early detection and prevention systems, and ultimately the development of novel disease-modifying therapeutics for Parkinson's disease. I'm really excited in the next 5 years to continue developing FacePrint and using digital phenotyping technology and artificial intelligence to radically reimagine the way we view Parkinson's disease and other neurological and psychological disorders. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Therese. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Grace Health, and I'd like to tell you how we at Grace Health are building the first ever digital women's health clinic for the many. Healthcare in some of the world's most emergent markets is still inaccessible and heavily underserved. Doctor-to-patient ratios are disproportionate. The information and the advice that is given is often colored by stigma, taboo, and disinformation. And let's not even start speaking about the waiting lines. And women are especially hit. with over 200 million women still lacking access to modern-day contraceptives, rendering us with over half of the pregnancies in low and middle-income countries, often unintended. So these are massive problems, but they're also a thrilling opportunity for us at Grace. And to tackle this, we're building with machine learning and natural language processing to automate and to scale. And the service we're offering today is accessible through Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp to really cater to the platforms and the behaviors that she already has. We are currently trusted by over 650,000 women in primarily Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya, who use Grace to understand her body, to track her period and fertility, and to cater to her everyday needs. So to bridge the gap of accessibility, we've also partnered with a great company called Pharla to deliver over-the-counter products to her straight from Grace with same-day delivery, and offer unlock offers that she otherwise wouldn't be able to have access to, both because of COVID, but also general inaccessibility. And the healthcare and wellness sector in emerging markets is growing exponentially. In Africa alone, the market is estimated to be worth over $260 million by 2030. And we're serving underserved markets with enormous potential. And as emerging markets continue to grow, so will we. So today we are looking for brave partners within pharma, service delivery, and market understanding to be part of our journey to close the gap between information and accessibility for women worldwide.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share a little bit about what we are building at Parla. My name is Lina, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Parla. Parla is revolutionizing the way women talk about and manage their fertility health. For decades, women's reproductive health issues have been shrouded in taboo. This means that for far too long, women are not getting the access to the support and the knowledge that they need to proactively manage issues like PCOS, fertility or infertility, miscarriage, the menopause, period pains, and the list goes on. Fertility is not just about having babies. It starts when you have your very first period and extends all the way to the menopause. For all these different reproductive life stages that women go through, there are a number of symptoms that they struggle with, both physical as well as emotional, that needs to be understood and managed proactively. Not proactively managing these issues can have tremendous consequences to a woman's health outcomes, productivity at work, and mental health. Parla is a digital health platform putting the data and knowledge back in women's hands so they can be the informed agent to manage their own bodies proactively and aligning them with their life goals. Our platforms support women in three main ways. The first, we empower women with the knowledge that they need about their bodies, and we do that by providing a series of products and tools that they can use at home. These include at-home fertility tests, quizzes, and predictive data reports. Two, we help women feel supported. We have an engaged community of experts answering the questions of thousands of women. Our experts include nutritionists, fertility nurses, menopause nurses, and mental health coaches. Third, we nurture women's minds. Our educational audio guides and emotional well-being content help women be prepared, feel a few steps ahead, and confident. Parla is already in over 80 countries and have thousands of users. In 5 years, our goal is to have improved the health and well-being of millions of women worldwide.
Hi, I'm Ross Upton, CEO and founder of Voltronics. Voltronics is an Oxford University spin-out. We've been going about 3 years, and we've created an automated echocardiography analysis platform built with artificial intelligence. Heart disease is the #1 killer globally. 40% of males over the age of 40 will get heart disease at some point in their lives, and 33% of females over the age of 40 will get heart disease at some point in their lives. So it's a huge global burden. Ultrasound is the #1 diagnostic for heart disease. There's 60 million ultrasounds performed in the US every year. It's a great technology, super portable, you get real-time imaging, but it does have its problems. The first problem is the increased variability from different experienced users using ultrasound, and the second problem is the difference in diagnostics by cardiologists making the final call. These are the two problems that we aim to address through EchoGo. EchoGo is the platform that we built here at Voltronics. It is a fully automated echocardiography solution. It runs in the cloud, there's zero touch, and we instantly deliver reports back to clinicians. EchoGo Core, the first part of the platform, provides automated measurements for essential heart function. This provides diagnostic information for diseases like heart failure, cardiotoxicity, amyloidosis, and coronary artery disease. It's vital to be able to get reproducible and accurate results, and with our autonomous platform, that is the only way to do that. The second part of the EchoGo platform is called EchoGo Pro. This is actually a diagnostic recommendation device. So we use thousands of features within the image to output a high risk or low risk recommendation for whether someone has the disease. The EchoGo platform is currently being rolled out across the UK and the US, and in the US, EchoGo has a reimbursement code. Both Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic are using EchoGo to process all of their COVID patients, and many other sites are now implementing EchoGo to get through the huge backlog that COVID has caused. At Voltronics, we believe harnessing the power of AI to produce a fully automated echocardiography platform will ultimately improve patient outcomes.